Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. It is chicken hatching, egg hatching season. So I've got 14 of our American breast eggs ready to go into the incubator tomorrow because I'm going to be meeting Katie Kramer, and she's giving me 6 of her frizzle frazzle cutesy bantam chicken eggs and 6 of her broiler eggs that I'm going to try. So I'm going to be hatching those, but I thought I'd bring you along and show you how I get the Nurture Right 360. That's the incubator that we use, and it's been underneath the bench for all season, so I got to get it all cleaned up, and I have to let it run for 24 hours before I set the eggs, just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it and that it's still working like it's supposed to work. So yep, that's what we're doing. All right, so got my power adapter. I've got my two. I've got two candling lights. This one I bought, and it's called Incubright. I've had it for about 3 years now, I guess, and it's still working. This one, I don't know where this one came from, but it is uber bright. So I use both of those. I'll be candling these eggs. I'm probably going to do that here in just a minute to make sure that there's no cracks or anything in them. So I always keep the instructions that came with the Nurture Right. But this is the turn tray, so it turns automatically. And this is, so I put this in here. This is kind of like that stuff that you put in drawers just to keep it non-slip, because this is the, I can get it out of here. So this is the tray, and you can see it's got perforated little holes all in it. And so I put this on there. It helps the little baby chicks when they first hatch to kind of get their footing so they don't get spray legs. But I mean, it looks pretty good. It's pretty clean. So I think I did a really good job of cleaning it and sterilizing it last year when I put it up. So just gonna put that in there. This one holds 24 eggs, and I usually will put a couple extra in there because not all of them are fertilized, or for whatever reason they don't all develop. So after about 7 days of candling, when I candle at 7 to 10 days, then I can usually tell if some of them need to, if they haven't developed, or if they're not going to be fertilized, or if they're not fertilized or aren't going to develop, then I can take them out then and kind of have some more room in there. So, but I've been really fortunate and blessed with this Nurture Right. I have had really good hatch rates. So I am expecting that again this year. So we shall see. So I got it all wiped down, and so I'm just going to turn it on for right now and make sure that it's working, and then candle all of these eggs and make sure that there are no cracks. And if I can see, just see what we see. Y'all, I've got on Jim's to-do list to put me a plug at the end of my island there, so I don't have to always move everything over here. So I'm gonna set this up. Now this has in here, let's see this or not, it's got the supply, the power supply, and then the egg turner. So I'm not gonna plug up the egg turner just right this minute. And this thing also turns the egg turner off when it goes into lockdown. So if you're in the market for an incubator, and I know this one is probably on the pricey side, but I would say it's about $150, I think is what I paid for it. So it's not as pricey as those cabinet ones, but I have one of those cheapy $40 ones from Temu or Amazon or whatever, and I didn't have any good luck with that, and it was a little more difficult to use. So I say if you're there she goes. If you're in the business of hatching eggs, you get what you pay for, and you might want to invest a little bit more money in making sure that it's good. All right, so let's candle these eggs and see what we can see. It also has a candler on it, but I don't ever really use that. It's just easier. I'm going to use it right now, but it's easier when they're all set for me to just hold the eggs in my hand and use the flashlight candler. So let's see, I'm going to turn this light out. little bit of a... See, that thing is super duper bright. So I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I can certainly see in there. And I don't see any cracks. And I can certainly see. So that one looks good. Stick it in here ever so gently. That one looks good. So we will, I'll check back in with y'all in about a week or so, and we'll see what our progress is. This way.
That'd be fine.
Or we can do them side by side, because I'm pretty sure that basil won't come back. Because basil's an annual.
We want to leave it.
Yeah.
Half. Because we're going to do some more herbs down there, right?
Yeah, so let's do one right where that, the tire is, and then one right here where my little mask is.
Let's put the red one in the front.
That you made me. Okay.
And then we'll put this one right where this.
It's my little sweet prince. He's doing a whole lot better. Decided to let him out today and get some sunshine and walk around. He's missing the ladies. He's a little bit lonely, but I can't put him in because right there is Meanie that beat him up. So I've got to figure out how to deal with 3 roosters in 2 spots. So I tried to we've been putting him in that little temporary coop right there. That was what we used to do our meat bird chickens in. And I tried to put him over there, is where Lenny and Shirley and one little chicken hen that lives over there, but that lasted all of about 35 seconds till Lenny jumped up on him and pecked him right in the head, right in his old sore comb where it started bleeding again. So quickly got him out of there, and we'll just see. He's got a few more weeks of recovery to go, or another week or so of recovery. There's Mr. Mean Lenny, which I assume Lenny's usually not that aggressive with the chickens, but I'm assuming because Shirley is, I don't know what you'd call it. In dogs, you'd call it in heat, because every time you go out there, she just goes and lays down and wants to mate. And then, so he got a little territorial with Sweet Prince. So, let's see. Don't you venture over there, buddy, because that's Duke right there. And I know he wants in there with all those ladies. So we'll see. I'm just let him get some sunshine and stretch his legs and peck around. And there was three hens out earlier, and he seemed to be having a good time with them. So we'll see. I'll keep him separated for another few days till I figure out what we're gonna do with him. Okay. I know that the bags do get warm, but there we go, y'all.
Material's not compressed, though.
Okay, good.
That's the thing with those.
100 bags of premium brown mulch for our summer-long projects around the house. Need some help, baby?
Nah.
So Sam's and Home Depot run this sale around here. It's once a year. It's the $2.50 a bag, which is almost half the price of what they normally are. So that's why we missed it last year. We got a few bags, but this year we decided we was going to get enough for the whole summer, and so that's what we did today. Came out on a rainy day when it's not so busy. Is that that's what we're gonna think they said.
Yeah, it looked like a couple young kids in the back seat. I have no idea.
I just want summer project number 1. Dressing up the front of the house just a little bit. We went and bought, well, you all saw the 100 bags of mulch that we bought while it was on sale. So this is project number 1. And then Jim's gonna close in the porch right here with some decorative wooden slatty things that he does. And so all of this is going to be mulch from the stairs all the way down around the air conditioner, the HVAC, to the driveway. And then sometime this year, maybe, or next, we're going to get stone to finish the outside of the house.
Yeah. What is yours?
One of these years. It's on the to-do list. Jim just killed the ant bed. He displaced them. He rehomed them over there. Oh, it's in there too deep. It's made itself a permanent home. All right. So yeah, that's going to look real good. And you're also going to do on the other side here too. So we're hoping to go probably just to the end of the porch here, and then this is where our septic tank is, and then hopefully all that's going to fill in with grass, and then we have a little smoke bush right there. So I think that's going to, we'll see. We'll probably end up putting some gravel or something against the house after we put the block there, or the stone. Well, good afternoon, everybody. So I bring you in here and give you a little update on all my little plant starts. As you can see, they're all They've all germinated. Most all of them have germinated, and I'll give you a closer look here in just a minute. I'm about to give them a good dose of water, but I got in some organic natural fertilizer today. So it is a lower nitrogen and a higher potassium. We're going to be feeding the potatoes in the greenhouse with this and see if we can't get a little bigger, a little more tuber growth out of that. But anyway. All right, as y'all can see, I've got my granny cantrells. I have germination in all 12 cells there. And I've got the German pinks. I've got germination in 10 of the 12 cells there. The peppers, of course, are slower. I've got my pimento peppers. I've got 4 of the 8 cells germinating there. Nothing yet on the Bishop Crown or the mini sweets and the yellow bell peppers and red bell peppers. And then the Serrano and the Poblano peppers still have yet to germinate. But peppers are slow, so we're still holding out hope for them. I've got the little red cherry tomatoes. I've got germination in all 4 of those cells, as well as my blush tomatoes down here. And the mirror globe, I've got germination in all 4 of those cells, as well as the black prince, if y'all can see that. And then down here, I've got some red yarrow and then some basil in there. I've got some purple dark opal basil here, and also some red basil back there. So 2 different varieties of red basil in here. I don't know why the one is green. And then over here I've got some stevia in the back, and I think it's Greek oregano in the front. And I think the oregano, so yeah, you can barely see it. The oregano is germinated. The stevia has not. And I think stevia is I think it takes a while for that to germinate. But these are still good and moist. And so I'm going to get I'm just spritzing the top of these just to keep the top moist, because I bottom water. And so the in there is still a little, it's still moist in there. So, oh, and I think I forgot about these. What would these be? Oh, my muscovich. So I've got, oh, and there's one coming up in the last one. So I've got germination in all 12 cells of my muscovich too. So that's an update on the seed starting. Everything's doing really well. Everybody's looking good in the neighborhood. All right, tomorrow I'll come in and bottom water all of them. I do that about every 2 to 3 days, depending on how they're looking. So there we go. We'll let them do their thing. So I was looking pretty well. Looking forward to getting them out in the high tunnel. So I just wanted to pop on here and say I hope y'all enjoyed this hodgepodge video this week. And slowly we're getting back to regular duties around here. I'm transitioning into phase 3 of my onboarding, which is the last phase. So hopefully I'll be out on my own, doing my own thing, but also still working with my team in the next 4 to 5 weeks or so. So anyway, thanks for being patient with us as I transition back into full-time work. We do appreciate it. And as always, if you like our content, we hope you'll subscribe to the channel and continue to follow us along on this crazy journey that we're on. Sometimes homestead, sometimes work, sometimes just life. So anyway, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week.